All right, it's Friday. You know what that means. It's time to see what's been trending on social media.
It's time to gather around the fire.
Yeah, Ariana Moyer's joining us.
Where's the marshmallows?
Yeah.
I'll bring some next week.
Let's talk baby names.
Yeah, so AHN has released their most popular baby names for 2023. You'll see a few of them there shortly. So they said Noah and Charlotte were their top boy and girl names for the year there. Then they had classic names, you know, like Oliver, Henry, Luca, Olivia. A lot of their names on their top 10 list were boy names. The only two girl names were Charlotte and Olivia, which I thought was interesting.
And Olivia's been a top one for a while.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with the
That's
names.
okay.
I was trying to get them up there.
Okay.
Now, did
there it is. Oh, nope, never
It's
mind.
staying up there for some reason. Did AHN put this together? Like, is this local data?
So these are local from all of the births at their birthing ward. So the names are a little bit different than names.org 2023 list. But very similar.
It's what's trending locally, really.
Yes, exactly.
And it was surprising to me because for the first time ever, one of my kids' names was on that list.
Luca, right?
I have a Luca.
Yes,
Yeah, we spell it with 2 C's, but typically I don't see any of my kids' names on that list, so that was very interesting.
Well, one thing that they said that was interesting as well is out of the almost 3,000 births, or a little over 3,000, about 2,000 of those names were completely unique, only used one time. So I think that's a little different. Not a lot of reused common names.
Gotcha.
I love how names are going back to like older.
There we go. Now we're getting it.
Yes, okay, so this is AHN's list here.
Okay.
And then names.org will pop up a little bit shortly there. There you go. Liam, Noah, Oliver, Emma, Amelia, things like that.
Luna.
Isabella, Luna. Yeah, I think that's coming in classic.
Luna's
Benjamin.
a really popular dog name, too. It feels like every dog is named Luna these days.
There's AHN. I have a nephew, Henry.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Jacks.
I like Jack. That's great.
Where's Dakota? Come on.
All right, you know,
very unique.
You know what
Ariana's
name-
never on there
You know what name
either.
I do not see is Snappy. Let's talk about
Yes,
Snappy
yes.
the Seagull.
So Snappy the herring gull that was found down at the bayfront about a month ago was released on Tuesday. He was being cared for at the Tamarack Wildlife Center and then another special center in Cleveland. But our Tom Kowalski and another local woman found him there just down frozen at the bayfront, and so he had to be rehabilitated, you know, learn how to fly, heal up all that frozen frostbitey
And it
areas.
took a few weeks.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, about
for
a
that
month or
healing.
so, and now he's flying high and happy back out in the wild.
He didn't take very much time to get acclimated to the wild. He was gone.
No, he just went. I know, like, I've been to
That's the video
the
of
video
him,
of when he was frozen. I've been at other Tamarack releasings, and they like to circle the area.
Okay.
This guy,
Snappy
he
was
just
gone.
went. He was like,
Peace.
peace.
And I remember at the time they were saying something. It was something with a napkin that had gotten
Yes.
wet
And a
he had
fishing
become-
hook. Fish hook.
A fish hook, yes. Yeah.
But nice to see him back on a beautiful sunny day.
There he goes.
Don't litter, guys.
Yeah,
Seagulls
that's
will get
right.
frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And
Also, I have a feeling this is going to be on our trending list for the next
quite
couple of
some
weeks.
time. So we have a web page now, erienewsnow.com/eclipse, where it has all of our Eclipse stories, web stories, videos, our interactive map, the list of our school closures, all right there. You're looking at me kind of scrolling through the website there. But we also, I think my personal highlight is this interactive map. So this is a map of all the events locally that are going on in our area. We also have resources down there. So obviously Visit Erie is a big resource for Eclipse things, the Yon Planetarium, NASA websites, things like that can kind of educate
You know what
you
everybody
on what
wants to know?
Yes.
The only thing I ever hear everybody say, where can I get the glasses? Where
Yes.
And you would think that they would be in stores at this point.
Yes.
I've seen him in a couple stores.
you?
Wegmans
I've seen
for
him
about
at Wegmans.
$1.99.
Yep.
We have on that resource page, on that eclipse.com page, you can go there and we have glasses, and it'll show you where you can go to reputable sellers, because some people will try to sell knockoffs.
Right.
You really want to make sure they have the specific certification. Our Megan Selinsky did a deep dive into that, and that's right there on that resource page. Just scroll a little bit
And you know,
you'll find
I
it.
think people are getting overwhelmed with Eclipse content
Yes.
because there's a lot going on, and it can be overwhelming to think how much our local population
Yes.
could grow that day. So a site like this is so nice.
Yeah.
How it's all in
a
one
one-stop
area.
shop there. And I know a lot of local municipalities are encouraging people to maybe stay home and let those visitors kind of deal with the traffic in the area. That way, you're
Because our
prepared.
whole area, no matter where you are, you're going to be able to
gonna
see
be
it.
From your backyard. Hold a block party.
You can go to a party, but you're not going to get a different view from home than you are at a party. So you can do whatever you like, but you're not going to miss out if you choose to just stay at home with the kids or whatever. But just make sure you have those glasses.
Yes, and And if you have kids, like you mentioned there, you might want to check those school closures. If your kid is having a half day that day, if they're completely off, if they're doing remote education, so they're not technically off,
Yeah.
they need to be doing
I think a lot of
schoolwork.
schools are avoiding it altogether because they don't want to be responsible for the eyesight of children
Yes.
on their buses or what have
Yeah,
you.
sure.
So they're calling a half day
Well,
or they're
Or
taking
just
a
don't
day
want to
off.
mess with
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah,
on the
traffic.
day.
Well,
home.
Well, I mean, you know, I have seen a couple of people on Facebook say, you know, why are they closing the schools? They never used to do that.
That's why.
But then you have to remember, this only happens once in a lifetime.
Yes.
When we are in
Right.
total
And the traffic is
totality,
going
so-
to be
Yeah.
something that we've not seen in quite some time.
Yes.
We forget that.
One of the state troopers at that committee meeting earlier this week said, going by what they said down in Kentucky and Tennessee back in 2017, when they had total, all totality, we could see traffic jams up to 12 hours.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
So they're
hard
thinking
to
that they might end
fathom.
up closing the Bayfront Parkway. They're
Yeah.
treating it like a tall ship event, and
Right.
the traffic will be somewhat similar, probably a little bit more.
More, I
Okay.
think, yeah, because we got a
Great
lot of folks
resource,
coming
though,
in.
erienewsnow.com/eclipse.
Thanks, Ariana.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us this week. We've had a great week, and we look forward to next week. We've got great plans for next week as well. And stay right here because Erie News Now at 5 is next.